For 3 days, Prince Ugochukwu was nowhere to be found. The palace was in chaos. The Queen Mother ordered every guard and messenger in Oba Kingdom to search for him, but it was as if the prince had vanished into thin air. What the royal family didn't know was that Ugochukwu had left the palace under the cover of darkness, with nothing but a small bag, and his heart full of determination. He was headed to Encore village, a remote settlement across the river, the last place anyone saw Amarachi before she disappeared. He arrived dusty and tired, blending in with the farmers and traders. But his mission was clear: to find the girl who had stolen his heart. Meanwhile, Amarachi had been taken to an old abandoned hut deep in the forest. 2 guards watched over her, but they treated her harshly. She was accused of using charms on the prince. One of the guards, Ozo, pitied her. Late one night, when the other guard was asleep, he brought her water and whispered, "Girl, I don't believe you bewitched anyone. The prince truly loves you. I'll help you escape tonight." Her eyes widened. "Why would you help me?" He sighed. "Because once, I too loved a girl the palace said was not my class. I couldn't save her, but maybe helping you will bring me peace." That night, with Ozo's help, Amarachi escaped into the forest. She walked barefoot for hours, through thorns and cold air, until she reached a small church by dawn. The old priest there took her in, gave her food, and promised to keep her safe. Back in Oba Kingdom, the Queen Mother sat with the Council of Elders, furious and desperate. "This girl must never come back," she declared. "She will destroy everything we've built." But the king, Ugochukwu's father, was silent. He had seen the look in his son's eyes the day he spoke of Amarachi. It was the same look he once had when he met the queen, long before power changed her. That night, the king went to his son's empty chamber and found a note written in Ugochukwu's handwriting. "Father, forgive me. I cannot be a king in a palace where love is forbidden. I must find Amarachi, the woman who makes me feel alive. If I must lose the crown to keep her, so be it." The king folded the note, tears glistening in his eyes. The journey of love and danger. Ugochukwu found Ozo at a local bar 2 days later. He recognized him as one of the guards. "Ozo, please," he pleaded. "Where did you take her?" Ozo hesitated, then sighed deeply. "She escaped. I helped her." The last place she went was toward the old church by the river. Without wasting a second, Ugochukwu set off. When he finally reached the church, he saw her, Amarachi, dressed in simple clothes, helping the priest serve food to children. He stood at the doorway, breathless. When she turned and saw him, the bowl in her hands almost fell. "Ugochukwu," she whispered. He smiled softly. "I told you I'd find you." They ran into each other's arms, tears and laughter blending together. But their happiness didn't last long. Outside the church, a messenger arrived. The Queen Mother had sent royal guards to arrest them both. The priest, seeing the danger, led them through a hidden tunnel behind the altar. "Go," he said. "Love is worth fighting for, but sometimes it needs time to win." They escaped once again, this time heading far north, beyond the borders of Oba Kingdom. There, they lived quietly under new names, until fate called them back. Back at the palace, months passed. The kingdom grew restless. Without the prince, the royal council feared war and chaos. One night, the king fell ill, and the queen began to worry. The people murmured that the gods were angry, that the royal house had rejected true love. In her sleepless guilt, the queen knelt in her chamber, crying. "What have I done?" she whispered. "Have I cursed my own child?" The next morning, she made a secret vow to find her son and bring him home, even if it meant accepting the girl she once rejected. As the sun rose over the hills, Amarachi and Ugochukwu sat by the river, holding hands. She leaned on his shoulder, and he said softly, "One day, the world will know our love was not rebellion, it was destiny." Amarachi smiled faintly. "And when that day comes," he looked at her, his eyes filled with quiet strength, "then we'll go back, not as prince and peasant, but as 2 souls who proved that love is stronger than power." And in that moment, as the morning light touched the water, a new chapter of their destiny began.